Check this out. Cool little roadside find. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Tiny little chapel. Out here, along the way to the Grand Canyon. Look at that view. Look at that ceiling. Visitors from all around the world have put their name on the ceiling or put in little notes like these. And there's reading material here too if you'd like to take some along on your trip. It's all free. Yep, lots of reading material. People have left lots of notes here. That's quite a scenic backdrop for that little chapel. We must be in Arizona. It looks like they built part of the wall here with petrified wood. I took along this, Navajo code talkers. You may remember Alfonda off the Gray Mountain Lost in Time video. I believe she said her grandfather was a code talker. A World War II code talker. How many of you guys know that the area around Flagstaff and around the San Francisco peaks and the Humphreys Peak there, which is the tallest peak in Arizona, how many of you know that in this region is the largest expanse of ponderosa pine forest in the world? Another day, another trail. This time on the Red Mountain Trail, a region of geologic intrigue from volcanic activity awaits. So we'll see what that's all about. The trail winds through a pinon pine and juniper forest. That's quite a gnarled looking juniper right there. And it just continues on. So we'll see the mountain and see what it looks like and see what all this red mountain thing is about. Is it really a red mountain? We'll find out. These flowers have a nice scent. I can't remember what the name of them is. I think they may have some sort of medicinal property, but they smell pretty good. Starting to get a glimpse of what looks to be Red Mountain up ahead. And it does indeed look red. This is interesting. Looks like there's some eroded volcanic domes here. Look at that gnarled old dead tree. I think they're really cool. Works of nature's artistry. Do you guys like that kind of thing too? Have a look around. I think this is pretty cool. No need to get bent out of shape if you don't like it. Well, do you like it? This looks like a slot canyon of sorts, through the rocks. Yeah, it looks just like one. A volcanic labyrinth. Even in here there's life, in the stark and barren volcanic rocks. Are you liking this? That's lichen. Here's another little slot canyon. Oh, we got a little branch to get up here, huh? Okay, we can do that. Oh. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but all right. Oh. What's up there? Okay, I'm gonna have to put the camera away and use two hands for this. And it opens up into this, and that's where it dead ends. Right up at those cliffs there. Pretty cool. Some of this reminds me of the Bungle Bungles in Australia, which I've not been to yet. Shout out to my good mates down in Aussie. Well, Red Mountain was a nice little hike and an interesting place. So I'm glad I went there. And it's time to head off to the next place now, so let's get in the car and go. This is where I parked it for the evening last night. Off in the distance here, the San Francisco Peaks. Alright, we're off to the next place, wherever that may be. Where do you think that next place might be? As I've been driving through these juniper forests, I've noticed that there are entire swaths of forest that are dying, just drying out, turning brown and dying. Stream crossing ahead. Many of the streams in Arizona, like this one, are invisible. Check it out, wild horses. Grand Canyon National Park, sponsored by Coca-Cola. How many of you guessed that I would end up at the Grand Canyon? Well, here I am. For those of you who guessed Grand Canyon, you guessed correctly. Back when I was like 22 years old, I hiked about 300 miles through the Grand Canyon. I read not too long ago in National Geographic Online that I was one of only 8 people to have done a hike like that, and at the time I was probably only the second or third person to have done that. I hiked most of what is walkable within the Grand Canyon, down below. All told, on 3 separate hikes, I racked up over 225 hiking miles. This place is pretty insane.
Times westbound and only 3 eastbound.
Alright, let's play tourist for just a little while today and head out to Hermit's Rest. Welcome to the Abyss. That's what they call this viewpoint. I like the name, and I like the view. Have a look. You can see the Colorado River down there, slithering like a serpent between sheer rock walls. This is Cliff Rose, and it has a really nice scent. Ah, nice. Down below me is about a 400-foot drop. This is the beginning of the Hermit Trail right here. And back when I was just a young whippersnapper, I hiked a 40-mile loop here, in addition to the other hikes that I did. It was winter, and I started down this trail in a couple inches of snow. And it was one of the 3 hikes that I did. I did it as a warm-up to the longest hike, that would be about 185 miles maybe. More Colorado River Rapids. That's a drop.